Alright. Oh my god. Order and affinity. All demons fall into one of several categories. You could classify them by main type, subtype, main order, and suborder. Personas lack main and suborders and are grouped by order, type, and subtype. Not only do these indicate their natures, they are very important in fusions. For example, fusing two of the same type tends to lead to a result in increased power. But fusing two opposed types increases the risk of fusion accidents. The same is true for order. Fusing two personas of like orders makes a stronger persona. Isn't that different? Like in Persona 3, 4, and 5, like if you fuse two of the same arcana, you get that arcana, but you get like the lesser one. It's like a way to go backwards, right? Like, say I want to make like Orpheus again in Persona 3. I could use like the second highest fool and the third highest fool. And if I fuse them together, I'll get Orpheus because he's like the lowest fool. You know what I mean? Like the... Anyways. Whereas fusing incompatible orders will result in a weaker persona. When fusing like orders, the first card chosen dictates the inheritable skills. Types and orders are only a few of the trickier aspects of fusion. The only sure way to learn is through experience of trial and error. So we can still inherit skills. Okay, so fusion was complicated to begin with. I like it. At times, a newly created persona will inherit skills from its fusion components. In this way, you may make personas with skills they would not normally possess. Do not overlook the principle when you seek to create powerful personas. The theory behind skill inheritance is, alas, somewhat murky. But we know the spell cards used must not have clashing orders. The type of demons granting the inherited skill is also a factor. Know also that the number of skills a persona can hold is limited, and certain special skills cannot be passed down. You should keep this in mind when fusing. It pains me to say this, but our methods are not as precise as I should like. Rare though they are, there are times when an accident will occur in fusion. Should this happen, the persona will likely not be the one you are aimed for. I have no way of predicting the result of a fusion accident, but then, isn't that the way of fate? The Velvet Room is quite spacious, but even so, there's a limit to how many personas we can look after here. 16, and no more. If you have reached that limit, you will be unable to create new personas. Remember to clear out unneeded personas in order to make room for new ones. Personas that reach the maximum rank of 8 will not grow any further. They are powerful in that state. However, if you request that I discard such a persona, the power of your constant companion will be released, leaving behind a tangible memento of the time together. It may be a weapon, some armor, or possibly a gem. The process is, in fact, the only way to obtain certain extremely rare items. So maxing out a persona, you can give up a max rank persona to get possibly rare items. That's cool. The nature of the items you may attain through this process is that for you to discover. Figure it out yourself. Alright, each demon in Persona is classified by type. There are 4 main types, such as element and force, as well as 16 subtypes, such as fire and death. These indicate both the demon's nature, as well as its strengths and weaknesses. For example, element demons tend to be weak to attacks and strong versus spells. Contrariwise, force demons resist attackers, but tend to be weak to spells. In terms of subtypes, fire demons are weak to ice and resistant to fire. Taken together, an element fire demon would resist fire spells, possibly even absorbing them. But those same fire spells would wreak havoc on a force water demon. Do you understand a little better now? You must grasp your persona's strengths and weaknesses before doing battle. Okay. Whew, that's all that. Let's create some personas. What would you like to do? Let's get guided first. Just to see. So these are ones that I could make. Now we're level 19 already. Holy crap. So we can make up to a level 29 persona? Is that right? Let's see what we got in here. Kuklane's 28. Magician. Good. Okay, let's look at the best affinity ones, right? These are ones that would be super good for our character. Strength, Emperor, Moon, World. Quetzalcoatl is a world persona. So Order is Arcana. We're not good with Death. I'm not sure if it's the Arcana that determines that, actually. Let's see if we can figure that out, too. Strength, Emperor, Moon, and World we're best with. Are there any other ones of those that... I want to see if I can see multiple ones of the same type. Are they always the same? Priestess is good. I think it might be the order that determines our affinity, right? So our main character is good with... is best with World, Moon, Strength, and Emperor. Well, we can't make the Strength one. It's way too high level. We could make Moon, which is 21. Oh, 1 second. Take a quick break here. My son. Hey. What's up, Leonard?
Hi.
You going to bed?
Yeah.
You want to say hi? Say hi.
Hi.
There you go. All right. See you in the morning,
Daddy,
right? Yeah?
make sure they use the potty in the morning.
Okay, buddy, go to bed. Go on. Thanks, son.
Yeah.
He told me to make sure to use the potty. Oh, kids, man. What was the world one? The world one's 17. Let's try. What do I need to do to make this Lilum? We'd use the Hoodlum and the Preta. I see nothing wrong with that. I guess it doesn't matter which order we do it in necessarily here. Let's go and look at it in the manual way. We could theoretically do the same thing. If we take... Oh wow, look at all these symbols here. What? Oh, there's a key. Okay, thank you. Okay, so circle is a normal fusion. X is prohibited. The arrows up and down and to the right indicate whether it can inherit a skill. Maybe? Okay. Having an arrow indicates it can inherit a skill. Arrow direction up is they're the same order. Right is they're compatible. Down is they're incompatible orders. And then the color is unaffected by types. Both cards are the same type as blue. So theoretically, we want to have like a blue arrow pointing up. Same type, same order. Right? That can inherit a skill. Possibly. And we do have a blue arrow pointing up here with the poltergeist. What is that? It makes an Anko. It's level 44. So since when they're the same like that, it's gonna be a really high level one, right? Because it makes a more powerful one when you have the same ones, right? Okay. So what was the one that we were looking at before? It was Preta and Hoodlum. It's an arrow pointing to the right. Would you like to add an item? Sure. I don't know what item I should add. Oh look, item effect. Okay, it tells you what it's going to do, possibly. So adding some weapons could be strength up. These could be random effects. Magic power up. So these could raise stats. What about these? These make a special persona. Oh, dude. Oh, I kind of want to save before I mess around with that, though. These have random effects. Teaches a skill. That's interesting, too. Teaches a skill. It doesn't tell you what skill, though. I'm really interested in these two. The Flame Shawl and the Raven Feather both make a special persona. I feel like we want to make those. But I don't know if I want to use these cards to make them, right? I mean... Let's see if we can find a save. I bet you there's a save point near here. Before we start messing around with this, let's see if we can save the game, so if we mess something up, we can redo it. Is this room over here going to be save point? Oh, look at that. We can get Jack outside here, too. Alright, Maki leveled up. Yep, save point. Called that one. Just makes sense. It's good. It's good game design. I don't think it gives the persona a weapon to use. It looks like it just raises like their stat. Alright, so if we make a persona, let's do manual. I'm also curious if I take like Jack Frost and something random. Oh, it tells you up there. Okay, so Jack Frost and these guys make a bunch of different stuff. You can't mix Jack Frost and Pyro Jack together, apparently. Not a mixture is allowed. I want to get Jack Frost. Oh, man. Not an option at the moment. Alright, let's take Mr. Zombie and the Pixie. I'm using ones that I'm not going to use for the one that I actually want to make. And let's add in one of these special items. Oh, it tells you the special persona right there. Ori and Urvashi. Is that the same no matter what two personas I put into it? Let's see. It'll let me make the high level personas that I can't really use too. That's interesting. It doesn't actually tell me what the result will be with these two here. So is it not actually changing it in this case? Because in the other one, it was actually changing the name of the persona I was going to make. So if I go back to my Hoodlum Preta combination, it makes a Lilum. And if I add on the Flame Shawl, it's not actually changing that it's Lilum. But if I come in and do like, I don't know, Knocker Pixie. That's Anubis. Doesn't change it. Cait Sith and Mr. Zombie makes Anubis as well. I'm curious now. It says make special persona, but only the first combination actually made it change stuff. That's Pixie, Mr. Zombie. Alright, so I was making Urvashi to begin with. But if I put the Flame Shawl, it makes a level 8 Ori. If I put the Raven Feather, it goes back to Urvashi. I don't know if this is actually going to make a special persona or not if I don't choose the right things to go with it. Interesting. Alright, so let's make the Preta Hoodlum one that we were going to make for the main character. So level 21 Lilum. We're going to add on an item. We're not going to use these because I don't think that's what we want right here. If we give it a mop, it'll give it strength up. Let's give it, it's one that's magic up. Magic power up if we give it 9mm rounds. Are these items that I have equipped, or are these items that I have as extra? Like, can I tell whether it's equipped right now or not? Also, the bottom, like, it has that, like, strength plus, fight plus, dex plus, agility plus, luck plus, and they all just say 0. I don't know. When does that go up? Anyways. Let's try it. Alright, so here it shows you what you're going to actually make, huh? Alright. So rank 1 Lilum already has Poisma. Oh, first of all, look at the SP cost on that Lilum. 21. Whoa. Is the SP cost the base level of the persona? Is that how that works? Like, it's a level 21 persona, so it's 21 to cast a spell? Whoa, maybe we want lower level personas after all. Oh, man. I mean, Poisma is poison 1 person. Unlucky status in an area. Light tech damage and poison in an area. It's only like the first 3 rows kind of thing. Mudo, Candy Voice. Nervma, which is inflict 6 status on 1 person. Like, these aren't amazing skills, actually. Like, 21 SP. We would actually have to worry about stuff now. Now, the magic attack is 110. Which is saying something. Well, that's interesting, too. Look at the affinity. For the main character, Lilum is best. It's worst for Maki. It's best for Nanjo, Mark, and Brown as well. So it's best for everybody but Maki. Maki, who's been acting so weird, is the only person who's different here. I don't know what that means. I'm not entirely sure what affinity does either. But, I mean, obviously, best must be better, right? Maki is a body snatcher. It could be, man. I don't know if I'm ready for 21 SP cost. How much SP do I even have? Like 150 or so? Like, I'd burn right through my SP with that kind of thing. I'd be doing a lot more, like, physical attacking. And, like, her stats aren't that much higher. Like, if you look at that, like, 13, 18, 18, 17, 23... It would use my agility, because my agility is like 50. But the rest of the stats, I'd basically be using theirs. I don't know what abilities it'll get as it levels up. It absorbs 100% of elements, though. That's another thing to think. Look at this. It's weak to physical, which sucks. But it absorbs 100% of elements and force. So elemental attacks... Like, if I put myself in the back, I don't have to worry about, like, what, guns and bows? That's why you have 3 personas. Yeah. It'd still rank up. It won't rank up unless I use its abilities. I have to spend that SP to rank it up. Well, let's make it, because we're gonna make it. I'm not gonna spend all night thinking about it, but, you know. We'll make some lower level personas that are easier to use, though, too. That's interesting. Like, we've been talking about how free SP is in this game, but it turns out it's only free because we've been using weak personas. But it's also interesting to think, like, the persona's SP cost never goes up. But it does level. Like, if we took a low-level persona and, like, leveled it up, would that be, like, better? Because we could just spam abilities forever? I don't know how that would work out. Let's go back to the guided fusion. Alright. And let's switch characters. The best one's for Maki. We can see. Oh yeah, we can. Oh, ooh, we can get her media. I want that. And diorama. And the SP cost is only 5. She could spam media every turn. Dude. And she has a sexy dance. And a happy dance. Oh my god, man. Alright, we're getting her this one. For sure. Low cost, high healing. All the time. Oh, we gotta spend 4 cards to make that. No, it's 2. There's 4 different ways to make it. Okay, I was reading it down instead of across. Okay, so we can do Pixie, Cait Sith, Pixie, or... So, Cait Sith and either Pixie or Jack Frost. Basically a fairy and a beast. Okay. Let's use Pixie and Cait Sith. Kaishi. Add an item. Not in that one. Do we want to up anything? Vitality up? Teach her a new skill? Let's try. Let's give her the Parastone. Maybe we'll teach her how to like get rid of paralysis. You're gonna need a lot more spell cards. Yeah, I am. But I am gonna be. That's fine. We can just negotiate with demons. It's not hard to get spell cards. The stats are pretty low though. Agility and luck are low at least. Vitality is 13 and Dex is 14. That's not bad. All right. So it's not the level though. Look at this. This is a level 11 persona. SP cost is 5. So for whatever reason, Lilim has a really high SP cost. Like it's specific to Lilim maybe. Like we could find a high level persona that has a low SP cost. This is an interesting animation for the fusion. There's like a vase, 2 personas, the curtain comes down, it shakes around, and a card. Very cool. Alright, let's keep going. Guided fusion. Nanjo. Nanjo, you've got one best, which is Quetzalcoatl. Quetzalcoatl only has a SP cost of 7, even though it's level 17. That's really good. It's got Fray, so we got nuclear damage. Tresto, which can get us back to the dungeon entrance. That's like a free escape rope all the time, which is a 10,000 yen item. We got Rush and Paralyze on one guy. Medium fire damage in an area. Crimson Sublation. Wow. Mazanma, medium blast damage to all foes. This is beautiful. I like it. Nowhere near as high of attack as Lilim though. You know, it's like Lilim had like 110 or so attack. The Lilim, but look at the vitality though. 27 vitality. This can be tanky. I love it. This is great. Yeah, we're gonna make this. This one was good for the main character too. So we're going to use up Poltergeist and Mr. Zombie. And we'll use the other one that can teach a skill. Alright, restore persona changeability. Oh, so changing a persona, maybe you can't do it that often, and this gives you the ability to change again. That's kind of what I'm seeing from that. And that's what we got from adding that card to it, because that wasn't on the list before, right? Cool. All right, can we skip this? Yes, okay. We don't need to watch it every time. Alright, we've only got 4 left, so we can make 2 more personas. We got 4 possibilities. Alright, Mark, you don't have any bests. Brown, you do. So Brown, you get one. Justice. Justice. Triglov. Look at the AoE range of the thrust. If he's in the front row, he can hit their front row. But no matter where he is, he can hit their back row with like one spot. An interesting shape to the attack there. If he's in the front, he can hit almost everybody. If he's in the front and the middle at least. He's got Zio and Mazan. Got 2 possibilities for AoE attacks with elements. Electricity and blast. And an AoE earth damage. And a medium spear attack area. And that's area. That hits that entire area. It's not like you can choose someone. It hits that whole area. That's cool. SP cost is up to 12, which is a little higher. But 25 dex, 21 agility. The stats are nice. Weak to fire, ice, wind, and earth. That's a little dangerous. We have to keep track of that. Alright, let's make it. Don't overly care which order these go in. Sure. Oh, we can make Nimane. I don't understand what these do, and I don't really want to waste them right now not knowing what they do. Because I feel like they're like rare items. I don't know how often we're going to be able to find things like that again. We can like do like a random effect one, see what we get. Or like, I don't like school uniform. We have 8 school uniforms. Let's do vitality up. So vitality is 18. I don't know what to give him 1. Not entirely sure, but we'll take it. Doesn't seem to let me skip it this time. Is there going to be a fusion accident or something? Oh, there has been. Like, I couldn't skip it, so I knew something was up. It's still justice. There's a fusion accident that gave me the one I was going for? I'm confused. Alright, the only ones we can make now are none. Wait, really? We have 2 cards left, right? They just don't go together? Oh, Jack Frost and Pyro Jack are the 2 that we didn't use, and they can't bond with each other. Okay. Let's take on personas. Alright, so the main character we were gonna give Lilum. Why is it grayed out? Why is it grayed out? I thought you could take ones that were higher than your level. It's not letting me take her. Interesting. Well, let's give him Quetzalcoatl instead. I want the main character to have a new one. Oh, okay. When it was showing us the skills, this showing it's all the skills that we were gonna get. So like, when we rank them up, we'll have those skills. We don't have them right now. Strong versus physical, weak to elements and force. High vitality. That's good to have on our main character, I think. Alright. We were going to give her the priestess. And the only one who can have Triglav is the main character. Apparently you can't have ones above your level. I thought it said you could. Yeah, 10 higher, but it won't let me equip them. Oh well, the 2 people that had theirs maxed out have new ones. That's important, right? What about the ones that are maxed out? Should I trade them in for items? I can probably wait to do that, right? Like, it's nice to have multiple to choose from. But in that vein, how do we trade them in for items? I don't see that option.